this is Robert Estrin at livingpianos.com, and today's subject is augmented reality in concert halls. It sounds kind of futuristic and a little bit scary. What are we talking about here? Well, it's an interesting fact that concert halls, it's a very tough thing. Why? Because you build a concert hall that's going to have beautiful acoustics for an orchestra, but is it going to have the right acoustics for solo piano? If you bring in a jazz ensemble, is it going to work for that? What about if you bring in a rock band and they have, all their speakers and amplification, their digital reverb? It's impossible to have a hall that's going to suit all those purposes. And this is a tough thing because of depleting budgets for classical music. To have a hall dedicated just to classical music is hard enough. And then the fact is, the acoustics in a hall that's designed for an orchestra might not be ideal for a string quartet. Well, there's technologies that have come into play. For example, the Symphony Hall in Indianapolis, they've actually got technology where the hall itself is dead. But they have built into the hall a microphone and speaker system that creates the ambience artificially. Now you might be going, oh, this is terrible, until you hear it. And they do an absolutely splendid job of creating beautiful acoustics. Well, think of the implications of this. You could have a hall where you could dial in the ideal acoustics for whatever ensemble is performing there. For example, if you have some group that comes in and it's a lecture concert, there's nothing worse than having a hall that has beautiful reverb and then people are talking to you and it's a wash of sound and you don't have the distinct speaking. Just imagine a hall where you can dial in the reverb at your will. Not only that, but there are new types of reverb that use impulses of samples of actual halls. These convolution reverbs, as they're referred to, you can take the acoustics of Carnegie Hall, if you sample Carnegie, and poof, you can create that space acoustically on recordings, or any hall for that matter. So you could have a small hall that could sound like a small hall, a medium hall, a large hall. You could dial in whatever hall you want. So this is the future, and it's not just the future, this is happening right now. You'd be surprised how many halls out there utilize technology in order to create ideal acoustics in a space that maybe isn't ideal because it's such a challenge creating a great hall. Think about this. With the best intentions and all the best scientific data available, some concert halls are created, and right after they're made, you realize, or people realize, that they didn't get it right, and they rip everything out. They put new panels with different reflecting patterns and panels and all kinds of movable baffles to try to get the hall acoustics dialed in. Some halls actually have panels that can be moved, mechanical panels that can kind of alter the acoustics of the hall mechanically, opening up baffles of absorption in different parts of the hall. Segerstrom Hall here in Orange County has these sorts of technologies, and that's a great situation, but it's a great expense also. Digitally, once you put it in, you're not done. It's just the beginning. You can experiment with a limitless number of acoustical properties. So that's augmented reality in concert halls. What a fascinating subject. I hope you've enjoyed this and many more videos coming to you. Once again, Robert Estrin here at livingpianos.com, your online piano store.